and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. So dear viewer, if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. So, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 originally released in 2014. A year I remember fondly as the year I played such fantastic video games as Bayonetta 2, Alien Isolation, and The Evil Within. It was also the year I remember fondly as the year I got my groove on with Count Dracula himself, but we're not here to discuss that. We're here to talk about Lords of Shadow 2. And what the hell is this game, I hear you asking? And I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer. This is, unsurprisingly, a sequel to Castlevania Lords of Shadow and Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate. And in this game we play as Dracula. Sorry, spoilers for the ending of Lords of Shadow if you've not played that game. Yes, we play as Dracula, and we're on a quest to stop Satan from being resurrected, and possibly find a cure for our immortality while we're at it. But a lot of you bastards don't come here for the story, so the gameplay. This, like the original game, is an action-adventure game, with particular emphasis on the action. Though this time you're not just going to be beating up enemies in a style akin to God of War. No, this time they have added stealth sequences into the game. Yay! Just in case you didn't know, that was a sarcastic yay! Because my favorite thing in the entire world is bloody stealth sequences. Not. Luckily, there's only a few of these peppered throughout the game, but some of them are quite annoying and are a blemish on what is otherwise a very good sequel to Lords of Shadow. This game is cheesier, it's got more action sequences, there's more set pieces, it's more ridiculous. Dracula has actual one-liners in this game, some of which you might recognize from a particular game called Symphony of the Night. So this is essentially the first Lords of Shadow, but set in modern day, and we're playing as Dracula himself, and not the human being who was trying to resurrect his wife, then ended up turning into Dracula at the bloody end of the game. Sorry, the DLC of the game. So if you're a Castlevania fan and you somehow have not played this game, then I demand that you rectify that right now, dear viewer. As a fan of the 3D Castlevania games, this is probably the best one. It's too bad about those bloody annoying stealth sequences though. What a shame. Therefore, I declare that Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 is splendid. Apart from the stealth sequences. Blah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my totally not improvised review for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.